What's going on, people? I told y'all I was gonna keep this video short, so I'm gonna be talking a little bit, faster. The first thing I want to say is to all the people complaining that this game does not look like it's supposed to look for the time that they had. A lot of people say 2K had, 50 gigabytes and all kinds of stuff like that. I think they don't realize this. 2K when 2K12 came out, 2K12 came out in 2011, right? So from 2011, NBA 2K14 for next gen has been in development from 2011, because they say they started working on next gen after 2K12 came out. So that means NBA 2K14 has been in development for 2 years, right? Because you had 2012 and 2013, it came out this year, right? 2 years. Now NBA Live scrapped their whole game in 2012 because Live 13 didn't drop. If you pay attention to the games, look at 2K14. It's 2013. It came out this year. So games come out, ahead of the years. So if you pay attention, you would know that 2K has 2 years to get those 50 gigabytes in there. You know what I'm saying? They just didn't make that game in 1 year. A lot of people under the impression that 2K14 was made in 1 year. No. NBA Live 14 was made in 1 year. You know what I'm saying? So the struggle is real. And a lot of people still understand, well, this game should be better than it is. You know what I'm saying? How is it going to be better than it is? They scratched the whole game, man. A whole game. You can ask anybody in the gaming industry how hard it is to make one game, from ground up, where you have a blank screen to having, how many arenas and players in the game in 1 year, in a 1 year span, guys. In a 1 year span. I don't think a lot of people understand that. And people say, well, they lied to us at E3. They didn't lie to us. They didn't say Kyrie was going to look like that. No, they didn't. They said, look at our new bounce tech. I don't know where the people get this crap from. Ooh, that's going to be next gen. If you really believe that CGI mess was going to be next gen, then you lost your mind. You know what I'm saying? Even I could tell you that was not going to be next gen. That was too real to be next gen. Way too real. And that's stupid of me to say, because next gen is real, right? But that was way out of line real. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people just complain, but you still do not know all the facts behind things. Of course 2K is going to be, way ahead of them and have 50 gigabytes. All NBA Live could get in that game in a 1 year span was that cheap, what was it, 11? Y'all said 11 megabytes or something. All they could get in there right then is that. But guarantee you next year that mess gonna be, on point, because they already started on Live 15. It's in development right now. So you know what I'm saying? You guys are complaining, but these guys busted their ass for a year. You know what I'm saying? A year that they didn't really have, which is why I really didn't want them to come out with this game. You know what I'm saying? I like competition. I like both 2K and Live. I wanted to get both, but I'm gonna tell y'all right now, I don't think I'm gonna put any money into Live until it dropped down to $20. You know what I'm saying? I'm not buying this game at $60. There's no way in the world that I will buy this game at $60. But I'm gonna make this quick. I'm gonna tell you why I gave it a 6. I gave it a 6 because it lacks graphics. The movement is just stiff and clunky. The AI doesn't move around the court. They just stand still. A lot of other things. And for some teams, you will understand why they stand still, like the New York Knicks. If you were watching that game last night where the Indiana Pacers just busted our ass, no homo, you saw that the Knicks just stand around. Not too many of them move. They like to just stand in one spot and feed the ball to Melo all night. Well, NBA Live, they like to stand in one spot too. So, they mimic the real life teams. They just don't know how to animate it and put it in there for real, real time, real life type stuff. You know what I'm saying? So they on the right track. As for mimicking the basketball world, it's just up to them to get the animations right, and a lot of people still don't understand. New team, new studio, new development cycle. You know, it just isn't gonna work like y'all want it to work. Y'all want to see a better game, but it just doesn't. It's not gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? The first game back just is not gonna be perfect. It's not gonna be better than 2K. It's not gonna be nowhere near 2K, which is a big reason why they showed y'all the Steve Nash trailer and just left it. Now I understand why they did that, because people were still bitching. You know what I'm saying? I was bitching, but I didn't understand the word, you know, and I put the little quote fingers up, you know. I didn't understand the word foundation until, you know, I watched OG break it down and do. He did a very nice job, you know what I'm saying? And in the game, it entails a lot of deep gameplay controls that 2K doesn't have. You know what I'm saying? The level of control is very nice. But, you know, on the other hand, you still gonna have those 2K boys complaining. You're gonna have those live fans complaining at 2K. You're gonna have people at everybody's throat, you know what I'm saying? I can't control that. You know, it's up to you to understand, you know, your fundamentals of basketball and no one else. But I told y'all I was gonna keep it short, so I'm out. Peace.